Like,
ruin your life.
6 kids?
It's not ruining your life, Zach.
I want to have 6 kids. I just
My
want to
sister's
don't want to
so
see
happy.
I mean,
But you don't want to
want
what?
He just don't want to see none of it.
But you don't want to what?
He don't want to see none of it.
I just don't want to see any of them.
See any of them? What are you gonna?
I know. That's why I was like, no.
Do that. Did you watch?
Frankie, Caleb will be in here, and Caleb's having doubts about voting Zach out. And he's 100% right if he knew everything, because he's like, listen, you don't realize if we send Zach home, they do have the numbers. If Christine is working with them, and he's right, he's definitely right. But I was like, oh, I gotta shave first. What were you gonna just say to me?
I was gonna say, do you think that Frankie's actually telling Zach?
No, I don't. Not at all. 100% not telling.
I mean, do you think that Frankie's was gonna? I was like, do you think that Frankie's gonna fuck him?
Oh no, that's what I've been trying to tell you all day. We told him last night, the pool table.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Included, yes, and included you in it 100%. I was like, listen, Cody was trying to tell you. Frankie's like, we gotta tell you, Zach's gonna go home. He's like, okay, no problem with that. That was his first response. And he's like, why'd you wait so long? I was like, Cody tried to tell you why we were sitting on the couch in the parlor. But Zach was sitting next to you all the time. He's like, all right. He's like, so we're all down with this. Cody's cool with it. He's like, all right, perfect.
Zach, please reattach your
for
microphone.
telling him.
I want to have a one-on-one with him.
100% you should. Kind of like the Christine thing with Caleb.
No. Well, I want to have a one-on-one with him. Fucking thanks, Frankie.
Let me ask you a question real quick, okay? Me and you have 2 options in this game. I've thought about this all day today. I have plenty of time, okay? There's 3 twosomes in this game right now. Me and you, Nicole and Hayden, and Christine and Frankie, okay? If we get Zach out, and then we vote Christine out, do the math. We're fucked if we don't win HOH, because Nicole and Hayden will have Donnie and Jocasta. Christine and Frankie don't have anybody, even though they think they have Nicole and Hayden. We know they don't. So if we went against them, they don't have anybody. So voting out Christine is not a good move, because she doesn't have enough numbers to vote us out if she puts us up. Even though she thinks
Does
she does.
she though?
She doesn't.
She does.
How?
Because I don't think that
Nicole and Hayden are working.
they're playing everybody. Nicole and Hayden are playing everybody.
So you think
if Christine puts us up on the block, Nicole and Hayden are gonna flip flop to be like, we need to stay loyal to them.
Okay, I agree.
They're playing everybody.
So let me ask you this then. This is what I want to ask you. We have 2 options. We go with the flow. We vote Zach out, and then we vote out, because he wants me to put up Frank and Christine if I win HOH. That's why Hayden wants me to put up. And he told me
That's
today,
what he wants me to
and
put
he
up.
told me today, I didn't even ask him about it, but he told me today that Donnie said I was good, and I'm not even on his radar.
He told me that yesterday. He said that yesterday. His targets are Caleb 1, Frankie 2, Christine 3, you 4.
Yep. That's it. He didn't even say me 4. He didn't say me 4.
Okay, so he lied to you about that.
So he's playing us. Actually, he said that he probably put up Cody because he didn't say Donnie said, he said, but he probably put up Cody because he put him up, down the
So
road.
he's trying to play both of us now.
Right, 100%.
Because he said to me that you were his number 4.
Okay, so he's trying to protect Donnie. So let me ask you this, man to man. You're not a pussy. I'm not a pussy. Do we roll with it? I'm just talking about the Frankie kid. But be careful, because Jocasta was already asking if you were in here. If she sees the 3 of us, it could be a problem. You could stay in here, but I'm telling you, she just asked me.
It's okay.
Yeah. So Caleb was just saying, if we keep Zach, we'll have the numbers. We'll have the numbers because he doesn't know the whole story, obviously. He's like, if we keep Zach, we have the numbers. Jocasta's days, she might not be with us. And there's a potential that Christine could flip. And if she flipped, Nicole and Hayden would have the numbers. They would have the numbers going forward if they're working against us.
Honestly, yeah.
That's what he's saying. I mean, did I miss it? Did I get it all?
Yeah, but I talked him down.
Wait, did Caleb said if Christine flips?
That's
Yes.
what
Do you think that Christine will flip?
No. But that's what he's saying. He's saying if we vote Zach out, even though Zach is, running his mouth and stuff, he's still not going to vote with the other side of the house. He's just trying to protect himself. But if we vote him out, we lose a number. And if Christine decided to go with the people in power, this isn't what I'm saying. I'm just repeating what he said. Then Christine should try to go to power, and we didn't win HOH. One of us could go home. So, and I will say this in his defense. He's not a dummy. I mean, that's a rational thought. I mean, it's not likely, but he's not stupid. He's like, he knows everything about Zach, that Zach tried to start an alliance with us and all that stuff, and he still is thinking about numbers, because he's thinking if he's on the block next to me, they would have, or if he's on the block next to Jocasta, they would, if we voted out Zach, they would have the numbers to evict whoever he's saying. So, for example, I'll use myself. We vote out Zach. They put me up next to Jocasta. They would still have the numbers to get us out if they all voted unanimously. We wouldn't be able to prevent it. But he's not completely wrong. If Christine flipped, that's what he's saying.
I said to Caleb, do you know that Zach is a final to deal with everyone in this house? And he looked right at me in the face and said, yes.
Right, so I probably said it to Caleb too. Exactly. My thing, it's
I mean, and my honest opinion is that the trust for me with him is broken.
right.
So if he stays, him being up in the HOH room now, I'm nervous as fuck. What is he saying about me?
He's up there with Nicole right now.
Yeah. What's he saying about me? What's he saying about you? What's he saying about us?
Is Caleb going up there?
Yeah, he just went up.
Okay, but he's not gonna.
No. But that level of distrust in the group for me is a problem.
Right.
Because he can't continue to do what he's been doing. Like he had me basically feeling like you and I were done.
I mean, my whole thing with like the numbers is like,
Christine is with us, guys. Christine is with us. I had the conversation with her. She wants to keep Nicole until this final 6. She does. She wants to do 1, 2. She wants our 5 plus Nicole. She'll cut Hayden before that. She will. But that's in her mind. She wants her to be the 6th person here, but that she doesn't. She said to me, she was like, I would. She was like, if I had the option, would I love to backdoor Caleb next week? Absolutely, but I won't do it because of my alliance. She said it, like word for word. She was like, I'm not going to do that. Like with the group. Yay. Perfect. Come in here. Yay. No, come in. We were just discussing the numbers. Basically, Caleb was like, do you think that if we get rid of Zach, like, we would still have the numbers? Because then the house could potentially be like 4 and 6, or, like it could wish-wash. Hayden and Nicole could draw support. Basically, the whole idea is now like kind of Zach flipping everyone is like kind of like tipped him off.
Get out of here.
Maybe
4 of us.
it's possible that it could flip. But I basically talked him down. And I was like, well, that doesn't make sense, because basically Zach is literally pitting everyone against each other. And I was like, that he's a final 2 deal with everyone in this house? And he was like, yes. And I was like, oh, so you too. Like, basically. So I was like, in my opinion, the trust is gone. Mm-hmm. So for us to be in a working alliance with somebody who's, I know is pitting me against you, I know is pitting us against them, like, it's just, we could call him out on it and be like, this is what you've been doing, we all know this is what you've been doing, like, what do you have to say about it? Yeah. But, I don't know. In my opinion, his behavior's, like, gotten to the point where I just don't know what he's going to do. And he could flip on anyone at any point in this game. That's how I feel.
agreed.
You do.
Great. Absolutely. When he grabbed me in his doors last night, the only thing that was tough was he was like, am I going to get blindsided? And I was like, no. He was like, I just don't want to get blindsided like Amber. He's like, because, like, everybody could be telling me that they're voting to keep me, and then all of a sudden it's like an 8-0. And I was like, don't worry about it. Victoria said she was going to vote you, and that, like, hyped him up so much that he walked out of the store like, happy.
And you agree? Mm-hmm. Well, that's it.
But my thing was, like, I know, like, the numbers are a thing, but, like...
Do you think that we have a problem with numbers? Honestly, don't you think that you, combined with me, has a pretty good hold on Hayden and Nicole? Mm-hmm. I think we do.
Hope so. Because then, yeah, the only thing was somebody on the block, like one of us on the block.
Your name has never been mentioned to me by anyone in this house. Ever. And neither has Derrick's. And as far as I know, neither is mine. And as far as I know, neither is yours. Except for the Donnie situation. No one thinks we're working together. Nicole has no idea. When we had the conversation with her, she was oblivious. She was like, that's weird. She had no idea. Hayden doesn't even really know that there's something happening. You can come. No, please come. Come in.
For what?
Okay, you don't need to.
The last thing I want to do is come in.
I was going to read it in French.
Oh man, I just dropped the nicest deucer.
Upstairs or down here?
I'm not talking about it anymore.
Okay. basically we were just saying that we think that it's still okay moving forward, and we think we will still have the numbers in this house.
There you go.
We were just talking about, for me, it comes down to trust, and I feel like I can't trust him anymore.
There you go. How do you feel?
He's been fucking around with my name long enough.
Right.
He's used my name in a very negative light, like a couple of times. So, for me, it's
To each other.
like I said, I'm with you guys 110%.
You
I mean, it's what we feel is the best thing to do.
moving forward. We have us 5, so that's my thing. Is there's the 5 of us.
And I do think that Hayden wants to be with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't, and because he wanted to vote stay against Nicole's wishes, but then when Zach started throwing his name out, that changed. You know what I'm saying? It took that bit of information for him to go away to go with Nicole. Like, it wasn't just like, okay, whatever.
Yeah. Hayden's, yeah. I think he's good with us.
I agree.
I think Hayden's good with us. I think it was just a matter of, he knows how tight he is with Nicole, so you had to watch what he
I
said.
mean, once Costa and Donnie are out, I don't know where he is.
Yeah. Hey.
I love you. We're good. Moving forward. Wait. So we should actually talk about this. So we're moving together as a 4. We are, yes. Okay, good. With Derrick. Yeah. Okay. And obviously, I think he and Hayden, in my opinion, are interchangeable when it comes down to the final 5 or 6. I mean,
Hayden and Caleb?
I just think it'll depend on I think it'll just depend.
I think Caleb's more loyal.
In my opinion, I agree, but
I think he's like 20 times more loyal.
Well, I think that he definitely has our backs, 100 billion%. But like, if that's what I'm saying, when it comes down to it, ultimately it'll be whoever's HOH's choice. But in my opinion, I feel like this is the 4. And then for me,
Whoever, I mean,
he's
honestly,
the 5, and then Hayden and Nicole are 6, 7. But
I mean, that's just something that we need to literally cross as we get there.
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
In like 4 weeks, something can go down where we're like somebody is just like, nope.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Someone could fuck us. Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right, well, good. We're on the same page then. Whoa. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Are you okay?
It's gonna be scary.
I was gonna do a reading in French for everyone.